it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Keep forgetting to do the whole Stampin' Up independent demonstrator. Really must get that in my head. Anyway, today I'm bringing you another of the It's Almost Free projects using the Celebration items. So this time I am using 2 items from the initial release of Celebration in Celebration. So we have got the beautiful Peacock stamp set, and yes, there is not a peacock in sight. So it's using that stamp set and look at these lovely things. The Tutti Frutti cards and envelopes. These specifically go with the Tutti Frutti suite, which is in the Spring Summer catalogue, but they work perfectly well with any of our colours that are in the Tutti Frutti suite, because they're made to go with that. Why wouldn't they go with other colours, those colours? So I'm taking them away from the Tutti Frutti suite and just using them for all sorts of things. So the pack comes like this, and you get 32 pieces, which is basically 16 cards and envelopes. So 4 of each of the colourways. They are cut to American standard card size, so they are 8.5 by 11 card cut in half, effectively. So they are a slightly wider, if they're this way, slightly wider and shorter than the standard UK or metric A6 size. So just bear that in mind. I will put the dimensions for the cardstock that I have used on my blog post, which is linked immediately below. So if you just click on that link, you'll go to the post for this video. So you won't have to go and find it anywhere, it'll just be there. But basically I've just cut, this is one of my standard mats that I've just cut 1/2 inch off. And then this is one of the mats that I use if I'm using note cards and envelopes, which are the 5x3. So again, I'll put the dimensions for this on my blog, and I'll put those in both metric and imperial. So, as I say, not a peacock in sight, but this is the card that we're going to make today. It's a fairly straightforward card, but none the worse for that. So, say, using the beautiful Peacock Celebration stamp set, mine is very well loved, as you can see. I run coffee and card sessions, which are just drop-in sessions at a local cafe, and we've used these quite a lot because they're gorgeous, and they're not just peacocks. So let me grab a scrap of paper, because we're going to be stamping off the edge. We're going in the landscape version. So I'm going to start with the frame, which I'm doing in lemon lime twist. And for that, I am using the this lovely kind of tail of the peacock, and just inking it up and just going round. I'm going to keep this end kind of off the card because I don't really want it to show as an end. Make sure you can see, that would be good, wouldn't it? Oh, and stamped nicely, that would be even better. Let's use the emergency side. That's better. If you have a problem stamping with photopolymer, do remember that you can always use the... I think I'll do that actually. You can always use the piercing mat. This is a padded surface, so I don't really have that problem unless I'm not concentrating, because I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, do bear in mind that sometimes photopolymer does need a bit of a help, and the piercing mat is a great help. Or just concentrating would be an even better help. So let's see if I can... It's a very well loved stamp, so it's not going to be terribly easy to line up again, but I'll give it a not brilliant go, but hey, it's there or thereabouts. I think by the time we've finished we won't notice it, she says, hopefully. Now, of course, with the Stamparatus, which I have got, just haven't got it out of its box yet. I know, I should have had it out of its box already. But with the Stamparatus, that would not have been a problem because I could just have re-inked the stamp and it would have been in exactly the same place. But hey, as I say, I haven't got it out of its box yet, so there we go. Right, so that's everything I need in Lemon Lime Twist. So we're now down to, actually I'm going to do the sentiment next because that takes a space. And I need a full space. So I'm using Tranquil Tide for this. And my main reason for using Tranquil Tide is because Lemon Lime Twist is an in colour and Tranquil Tide is an in colour, they will go together by definition, really. So, sorry, just quickly cleaning off my stamps because I do like to try and get them clean as quickly as possible. Just so that I don't then end up putting my fist on an inky stamp. Right, I'm going to need to do lots of cleaning and re-inking because I'm now going to use lots of little baby stamps. Bit of Daffodil Delight and just kind of splosh it everywhere, really. Everywhere and anywhere. And I'm not just keeping inside the frame, I'm going to go, you know, out a bit. Go off the edge a bit, because one can. There. So that's... no, I need some more Lemon Lime Twist. No, not Lemon Lime Twist, Daffodil Delight. Good grief. I really don't have my brain in today. It's incredibly cold here in South Oxfordshire today, and I think it's frozen my brain. That's my excuse, and I'm going to stick to it. It could just be that I'm not concentrating, but it is really quite cold. My fingers are incredibly cold. My room has underfloor heating, which in most circumstances works perfectly well. But it's also at the back of the garage, which means that the garage is obviously not heated. There is a door through from the garage to my craft room, and it's quite cold. I need to put a draft excluder and probably a curtain because it really is ridiculously cold. And if I stand next to the door, which is where my laptop lives, I can feel that that side of me is cold. And I mean cold, not just mildly tepid. I mean freezing. So yeah. And although we don't have much snow yet, we're promised that for later in the week, so probably about when you're watching this, it is bitterly, bitterly cold. It is minus goodness knows what at the moment, which, bearing in mind that even when I'm filming this, we are in the end of February. Tomorrow, from when I'm filming this, will be March. So it would be kind of nice if the weather would take that into account. We don't normally have this sort of weather quite so late in the winter. We often have snow, just not with the beast from the east. Right, I think that's fine. And it is worrying me that that's there, but hey, I'll live with it. It's going to be fine. Right, let's just pop all that lot away. And then all I've got to do is mount everything up. It just shows that I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. I managed to do it pretty well for that one, so, you know, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. And as you know, I like to show my videos warts and all. So it's a wart. Bone folder. Just thinking if there is anything. Oh, I know what I could do. I could do that. I could put Beautiful Friend on something, couldn't I? And that would cover it up. Oh, right. Tranquil Tide, scrap of paper, because it only needs something. So scrap of paper, and perfect. Clean that off, pop it back onto the sheet, and let's think, shall I flag it? I flagged last time. I'm tempted not to flag. Except flagging normally looks as if it's more meant than not flagging. That's too long. And that's, oh, it's not more or less square. So up the middle, into the cut, and into the cut. That's fine. Right, let's find a dimensional. They were on my desk just now, there we are. Just one dimensional, and then I shall pop it all together, get rid of the bits. Right, wet glue, so the lovely multi-purpose glue. Don't need a huge amount, just to sort of scribble, but it does give you that little bit of wiggle room, which, if today is anything to go by with my not very good stamping, I'm going to need wiggle room. Right, I don't like using the multi-purpose glue on the Whisper White because it's a little bit thinner than our ordinary cardstock, and sometimes when you used it and you rub the card, you can feel very, very slight ridges, which just annoy me. They're fine, I mean you can't see the ridges, but yeah, just annoys me. So I'm not doing it. There we go. And then just to cover up our little smush, oh come along. And if I go, let's go down a bit, then it won't be quite so obvious. There we go. And matching envelopes with printing on the inside, really pretty. So there we go, 2 free cards apart from the ink, and the card that I've used to mat and layer, but apart from that, free. So each of these items are free with a £45 purchase. Now obviously you don't need to get both. There are other items that are free with £90 purchases. I've got both the mini catalogues on my website, linked below. If you go there, you'll find a tab across the top which says catalogues, and then there you'll find the annual, the spring, summer, and both of the celebration catalogues as PDFs. If you do not have the spring, summer, or the celebration catalogues, I don't have any of the second edition of celebration catalogues because they're out of stock, but it is only a very small sheet, so the PDF is probably fine. I do still have some of these, so if you would like a spring, summer and this catalogue, there is a form on my blog for that. There's also a form right at the bottom of my blog for signing up to my mailing list, which if you're in the UK and you have yet to sign up, if you sign up before the end of celebration, you'll go into a draw for a mini craft kit. I'll draw that at the beginning of April, so someone will be a lucky winner of some crafty bits. Yes, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do, bottom right hand corner. If you need any products at all, it would be wonderful if you would hop over to my online store and pop some things into your basket. If you use the Hostess code, which is shown below and on my blog, then between £25 and £150, you also get to share in the Hostess rewards, which during celebration are more than usual. And I do share those. So this, for those who have shopped in February, there's a stamp set coming. Just saying. that would be great. If you are thinking about a large order, have a think about the starter kit, which during celebration is extra special because you get to choose 2 full price stamp sets for free in addition to your usual £130 of product. And remember, that's all £99 delivered to your door, no postage. So for £99, £130 of products of your choice and 2 full price stamp sets, all for that £99. Perfect time to join. So I think that's everything. Thank you very much indeed for joining me again today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!